Hey everyone, welcome back to Rams on SI. I'm your host, Claudette Montana, joined by our NFL senior writer, Hondo Carpenter. We are talking all things Jalen Ramsey today, Hondo, because we've actually been talking about Jalen Ramsey for the past couple of weeks. Will he potentially get traded to the Rams? Will he go somewhere else? Now that we are officially in June and a trade could be more feasible for Miami, what's the likeliness that you think he could end up with the Rams?
Well, first of all, you're right, and that's why you're so good at your job. Most people don't realize the importance of that post June 1st cut. So good job of analysis there, Claudette. But the other thing is, he's going to get moved. The problem is, one team can want to move him, but you got to have a suitor on the other side. And we've talked about this in the past, but I think there's something really key here. Les Snead and the Rams are not going to get pushed. He's going to have to come in and conform to their system. They're not going to conform to him. I'm going to say this because obviously Sean McVay is very different than Bill Belichick, and Les Snead is different than Belichick, who fulfilled GM and coaching roles in New England. But here is where they are very similar. Sean McVay is an elite coach, so is Bill Belichick. They approach it different, but both elite. And Les Snead, an elite general manager. In fact, I believe a better general manager than Bill Belichick. So you say, why does that fit? Because one thing that worked in New England is they could bring in players who were not necessarily guys who played well with others or
Mhm.
or were a great influence, and they could get them to fit their system. And I don't think Jalen is a bad guy. I'm not this is not critical of his character as a human being. But every time he does something, he wants a new deal. And boy, when he doesn't perform, he's not giving any money back. And that creates contention. And so what I would say to you is this. I think clearly June 1st means he's going to probably get traded if they find a suitor. But I think one advantage that the Rams have is Les Snead is going to sit there and let the Dolphins know, okay, we may be interested, but it's going to be on our terms, not yours. And each day past June 1st that he's not traded, I think it creates a certainly a better chance because if you're Miami, you don't want to go into the season with him. And if you're the Rams, there's no need to panic. It's really a fascinating way right now to watch this, and it just continues to reinforce the brilliance that is Les Snead in that general manager's office.
Yeah, and it would be interesting to see him back in LA, right? Because he did play for the Rams just a couple of seasons ago. So we'll see how things shake out on that front. All right. I want to remind everyone that they can go to si.com/NFL/Rams for all of your Rams coverage. And Hondo, thanks so much. Great insight.
Thank you, ma'am.